Good morning, it's me. I'm back. I'm Stephanie Flath, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here on my live on March 4. Can you believe it's March already? It's crazy. It's 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and I'm here live with you like I am every week, so if you're just coming across me, come back next week too. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, as I mentioned, and I have a website that you can find me at anytime. It is dazzledbystamping.com. You can go there and you can see stuff that I post all week long, and you can order from me there and check out my team, the benefits of being on my team. If you are looking for a demonstrator, contact me, let me know, or just place an order. That's a good way to contact me too. So anyway, I'm hoping that you share my video today because it helps me grow my business, but also it helps those around you if they are looking for something fun to do or looking for a laugh, because usually I end up being goofy. So you can help other people too. Good morning, Marcia, Nancy. I'm glad you're here. So yeah, I love for you to share my video. And the projects that I make today, I always have a giveaway, a drawing for anybody who does share. So I'm thinking about changing it to doing a drawing by the end of the week, more like Friday. But I won't do that this time. I'm giving you a heads up. I will still do it on Monday, announce my winner on Monday. So you have time to adjust your schedule to watch my videos if you aren't able to watch it live. Yeah, so I'm thinking of making that change. So make sure that if you see this in the next week and want to be entered to my drawing, make sure that you come back early next week so that you can get entered and share and whatever, because I'm gonna make a change. So yesterday, Stampin' Up! Released a second release of Celebration. Oh, hi Pedro. I'm glad you're here. I was thinking about you. I haven't seen you in a while. Okay, so yesterday was a new Celebration release. I showed you this last week, and I showed you a cool stamp set from it last week. But now I can show you the inside. So, in case you don't have it, first of all, you can come and get one. And I'm going to show you the items. So here's some foil designer paper. Hi, Dina. That you can get with a $50 order. This is the one that I showed last week. If you didn't watch the video last week, go back and watch it because it's such a cute set. This one you have to earn with a $100 order. And these are all while supplies last. So they just became available yesterday, and they should be available through the end of March, but if they're extremely popular, you know what happens. Okay, so here is a stamp set. You can earn with a $50 order. There's some samples. And I used this, this is vellum, textured vellum designer paper. You can earn that with a $50 order. I used that last week on one of my cards. And the last thing is, oh, this one isn't showing up well, is a stamp set that you can earn with a $100 order, and it coordinates with two of the punches that are in the mini catalog right now. It made me have to get the punches. So it looks like maybe I'm wrong, but it looks like this stamp set might be this stamp might be a stitched stamp. It's not a die where it's physically stitched. But anyway, so that's what I think that might be. So those are 5 new options for you to choose. I think I mentioned last week, just a second, I'm crossing this out so that you can see. I think I mentioned last week that the kerchief kit and the sequins and baker's twine are not available anymore. But the rest of these so far are. So I'm going to show you one of those items, but first I need to show you, it's one of my favorite projects that I've been making with the ladybugs. You know I love the ladybugs, you know I love gingham, and I'm going to be showing those. So there is a Big Shot piece that I use. This is from, I probably should take it out of here so you can see it better. This is called Be Mine Stitched, well, I don't know what they're called anymore. They used to be called Stitch Framelets because they're hearts dies and they have stitching in them. I'm going to be using this piece right here. It's scalloped and it's stitched. But then look, there's this side of dies too. So this one cuts out a piece that is a, did Sherry get the lady? Yes, she did get it. Thanks for your help, Marsha. So this turns out to be a hollow heart piece that you can put on your card. So anyway, I'm using one of these dies and just wanted to show you. It's in the full catalog, not the mini catalog. Let's see, anything else I need to show you? I already. No, I guess we're just going to show you as we go. So I will tell you, I'm going to have a black surface here so that you can see what I'm doing and you can see what I have here. But the pieces that I'm going to be using for this treat container are, I'm going to put this up here and put it on my thing too. We're going to be using the box bottom starts with 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches, and you score down at 1 1/4 inch on all 4 sides. And then the top is 6 inches by 2 1/2 inches, and you score at 1 1/2 inch on one end, or no, 1 1/4 inch on one end and 1/2 inch on the other end. So I'm going to leave this on my stamping surface, so hopefully you can see it while I'm stamping too, in case you didn't get a chance to write those down. You can always go back and watch this again, but if you want to do it right away, I'll have it right here. Okay, so I think that's all that I have for you at the moment. You still have time to get the Ladybug set. You can do a book party. I still have some room in my calendar a little bit for a workshop if you just have to have it. It's adorable. I've been having so much fun with it during celebration, and it's only available during celebration, and only available to hostesses who have $300 in sales. There's one small exception. I'm doing a drawing that will include anyone who spends at least $150 with me during celebration, $150 in orders. I will enter you into a drawing for an extra set that I have. So, okay, so I'm going to put you down. So I've got to do my thing here. So, tools. Oh, first I need to unbackwards you. At least it's backwards for me. And then put you upside down. And then I'm going to put you down. All right, can you even see the writing's too small, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to show this one more time so that you can see it. That's annoying. I should have done it in Sharpie. So remember, you're scoring all the way around the box bottom, the same width. And then my scoring measurements here are 1 1/4 on one end, and then turn it around and do 1/2 inch on the other. So they're not like 3/4 of an inch apart. They're at opposite ends of the piece. Okay. All right. Hopefully you saw that long enough. Okay. So the first thing that I'm going to do. So I have this piece of. This is Lovely Lipstick Gingham. This is from the color collections of designer paper. So there's on this side there's the gingham, and this side is kind of argyle. And then there's another one that has script, and the other side is, I don't know, is it Baroque? I don't know what it is, but like all the drawings go like this, or all the lines go like this. I don't know what it is on it. So I love this. You get at least 2 sheets of each. If you're in the normal core collection of colors, like bright subtles, whatever, you get 2 sheets of each of these designs. So 2 of this and then 2 of the other one that I just described in each color of the collection. So, but this is, since it's in colors, there's only 5 of those in each set, so you get 4 of each. So I have been loving these, and I'm using my favorite stamp. All right, I don't know if Alexa is on yet, but she asked me to specifically show how I re-ink my stamp set. So I hope she's on already. She wasn't before I went on, and I can't see who comes on now that I'm down. So you'll have to go back and look, Alexa, if you, well, talking to her now, it doesn't even help, because if she's not on yet, she's not going to hear me say to go back and look. Oh, the joys of video. Okay, so this is a Memento ink, and how much you do this depends on how dry you think the ink pad is and which kind that it is. I do it the same way for each, but for the firm foam you need to be a little bit more careful. You can't tell what I'm doing here. I got my white out of the way too early. So I scribble this on, for whether it's firm foam or whether it's these the black fabric pads. You just need to do it a little bit less maybe, or test it out first on the firm foam, because you don't want to over ink those at all. So I just take my refill and I just scribble back and forth and squeeze. And hopefully it's not too much. Like if it you probably couldn't see it soak in, but it was wet when I did it, like it pooled on there and then it soaked in. So we should be good with that. So some people are more picky about the firm foam ones, and they like use a credit card or something to like kind of move it across the pad. But I always just tend to, no matter what kind of stamp that or ink pad that I'm using, I always just kind of ink up all over my pad so that I'm hitting any dry or wet spots, so I don't have a stamp that looks dark in one area and light in the other area. So that's just how I do it. You know me, I'm a lazy stamper. I like to be quick about things, and so I don't take the extra time to try to smooth my ink out to wherever it is. You do it how you like, but I specifically would suggest going lighter on squeezing your ink if it's a firm foam pad, and testing it out, and then adding more if you need to. Okay, so I have my Memento, and I have my favorite stamp from the little Ladybugs. I love this row of Ladybugs here. So I'm going to ink it up, and you can't see my score lines, but I have a score line right here, and I'm stamping just above this. And then I'm turning it around and stamping again just above this score line. Okay, so I have it on both ends. And also, I'm doing this because I want it to dry a little bit, because I am using Stampin' Blend. So I'm using this cute little Ladybug. Here's the heart that I was talking about. From those dies. It's stitched and scalloped here. And all I want from this Ladybug is her face. So I'm just making sure that I have it centered around her face. I'm doing this so that I don't have to do the big shot on camera and whatever. So, look. Oh, it's weird lighting. Can you see it yet? Alright, well, anyway. There's her cute face. Alright, so I'm going to let that dry for a little bit. And now I'm going to show you the box bottom. Okay, so 5 inches long, 3 3/4 inches wide. And I already started this end, so I did half of it so that you wouldn't have to watch me do the whole thing. So just like with any box, on this score line, I'm cutting to the next score line on to make tabs for the box. Okay, so I cut from here to this score line. Gotta keep making sure I'm in camera. This thing is just really reflective today. I think there's too much light in here. Okay, so I did that. And then one thing that I learned in the past year or so by somebody was to cut a little wedge out of the tab to the score line right there, so that when you put the box together, it doesn't stick up at the top edges when you fold the tabs in. So I feel like it has done a good job of that. Okay, so I have the little oops, wedges out. Okay, and now I'm going to do tear and tape. So as you can see on the 2 tabs that I already did, I'm just doing 2 little strips here on the tabs. So I need all 4 tabs to have tear and tape on them. Remember, I always use tear and tape. Some people don't like the expense, and maybe I'm just silly. I don't know. They use liquid glue. Liquid glue drives me crazy. I get it everywhere. So I use tear and tape for anything, any kind of box, or anything that wants to try to come apart. Like if something's folded and it always wants to go back to flat. So I need to help it. Tear and tape is stronger than just snail, so I use that. So now I'm going to take all these off. Remember, if you have questions or something, or comments or whatever, please feel free to leave them for me. I can't see them while I'm doing this. Oops. I can't see them while I'm doing this, but I will get back to you later and answer any questions or chat with you or whatever. Today it is going to be later though, because I have a workshop at noon. Can you believe it? Somebody requested a special workshop, and I was like, all right, let's go. And Wednesday was the day that worked best. So I'm like, well, I'll do my live and then I'll go. So now I'm putting, I folded it on all the score lines, and now I'm putting tucking all the tabs in and lining up the score lines with the side edge. I don't know how to say that right. I'm trying to make a square corner. So tucking them in and lining them up. Okay, so here is our box bottom. There's no lid. We just have the bottom. This is lovely lipstick also. And I'm going to put that aside. And right now I'm going to do some coloring. So even though it's on designer paper, oh, this lighting is just really bugging me. Just a sec. I'm going to try doing a different setting of lighting for this time. All right. That darkened it a little bit. I hope that helps. I hope that didn't hurt it. Remind me that I need to turn it back to normal if it's a problem later, okay? It just seemed like such a glare. Okay, so even though this is on designer paper, I'm still using my Stampin' Blend just to color in the shell of these ladybugs. It'll just help them stand out better. And they're too cute. You have to have them stand out. Alright, can you see them? That seems to be better. Tell me if the lighting's better, okay? I'll read it later. I can't tell now, but I'll read it later. Okay, and so now I'm doing the, I gotta see where the wings are of this ladybug here. Color those in. All right, and then I'm using, so that was Lovely Lipstick. This is the light, I get this mixed up. This is light Seaside Spray. I always get this mixed up with Soft Seafoam, which is more of a green from in the subtles. And so I have a problem saying their colors backwards. So I just did the front shell. And you know me, I'm always doing little cute rosy cheeks on here. Okay. So here's my, can you see it? Oh yeah, that lighting is better to me anyway. I don't know if it is to you, but from what I can see on here, it's better. Okay, so we have our coloring done. I'm folding on my score lines here for this designer paper. You can see I already have tear and tape on this skinny little tab end, this 1/2-inch section. So what I'm going to do, excuse me, what I'm going to do is line these up. So I'm lining the end up of the other with the score line of the tab. So I have this. All right, and then what's going to happen is this can go in here. Isn't it cute? I gotta find the right way to show you, right angle for you. Okay, so here's this. All right, so I didn't come up with this exact idea. I saw it on Pinterest from somebody, and I just made it my own. I knew I wanted to do the ladybugs. So to look this, you know how this looks when you, now it looks funny again. When you color with the Stampin' Blend, you get the ink coming through the back. So I didn't want it to show. So I have this, and I'm going to put it on this little black stem here. And then I have another white one that I just die cut. My fingers aren't working. Just to put it on the back here so that it looks pretty and doesn't look, I gotta line it up right though. Doesn't look nasty on the back. All right, so oh, I did it wrong. I was doing it upside down. Okay, so here's this. And putting this back in front because you can't see what I'm doing otherwise. All right, need another tiny little piece of tear and tape. Yes, a brad would be better for this, but I didn't want to mess with it, and I don't remember what all brads we had. I just wanted, this takes enough time as it is to show you, and I just wanted it to be quicker than long. So we have this cute little mailbox. I love this so much. And here, and she's our little flag. All right, and 2 Lindt chocolate balls fit in here. And yes, whoever wins my drawing gets the chocolate, so you might have to come and get it. So here's my little mailbox. I love this so much. I couldn't wait to show it on my live. Okay, I've been giving it to my hostesses all month. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to show you, I'm just going to show you some of the, this is some of the designer paper, the Flowering Foils. I don't know if you can tell, it looks funny. Oh yeah, they're like flower petals. So I saw on the video, I don't know if you watched the video that I shared that Stampin' Up! Made yesterday, but I saw where they did a technique with a brayer and ink pads and whatever, and I just decided that I kind of want to do the same technique but with Stampin' Blends. So I'm going to show you what I got here. So I have Pretty Peacock, this is dark and light, Bermuda Bay, dark and light, and Pool Party, dark and light. And so I'm just going to show you this. So I'm starting with dark, because whenever I use my Stampin' Blends, I always start with dark, and then you start on the dark and come off the light, so then you're kind of blending into an ombre sort of thing. Okay. So I'm using them in spectrum order, I guess we'll call it. And in doing this, I realized that I need new Bermuda Bay Stampin' Blends. They're not giving me quite as much color as what I want. Can even tell on the back that they aren't. Okay, so I'm starting on the dark and coming off. This is Dark Pool Party. Just realized that I'm making this kind of too skinny. All right, so now I'm going to start at the other end. I thought about just cutting this smaller, but I decided that I was going to make it come ombre to the center. So I'm still going to start at the other end, same way, but I need to go wider this time. And remember, when you do this, you need scrap paper underneath you because it will go through. So this time I'm making my scribblings a little bit wider. I'm on Dark Bermuda Bay again. Can you tell by how? I hope I'm in camera. All of a sudden I realized I forgot to check. Can you tell I'm using Bermuda Bay by how it's not coloring very well? It's on my list. All right. I knew I needed new Calypso Coral. That was, I don't remember what we used it for, but we just chewed up the end of that one very well. Dark Pool Party. And Light Pool Party. Hey, do any of you have any ombre color combinations that you would like? Maybe I'll have to show another one next week. For some reason, whenever I want to do a look like this, I always think of these blues. I love these blues together. Aren't they amazing? Okay, so now I'm going to put my card together. And I already did some of this because I knew I didn't want to take long. So this is Pool Party and Basic Black. And so I'm going to see, you can see where I use, this is the Bermuda Bay that doesn't have as much ink on it. But the front looks all right. So I'm attaching this to my card. And then I already stamped this piece and put it on a piece of silver foil. This is what I forgot to show you. Do I have this set out? This is, oh, I don't know where the set is, but I have this from the catalog. So this is Label Me Bold from the mini catalog. This is page 36. So, excuse me, I used that. So I already put it on, this was Pretty Peacock ink, stamped on white, and then put on silver foil. And then the last thing that I want to do, I'm gonna start with a conservative design, but we might be going all crazy on this. So we need some bling. So as you can see, all these petals go into each other to make flowers that, I don't know, they're just built on each other. But I'm going to start with one and like choose the next one that isn't from the same petals as the last one. So here's a flower, here's a flower, here's a flower. And I'm using the biggest, these are just our normal rhinestone jewels. So here's a flower, so then I need to come down to this flower. And that's it. Okay, so here's my card, but I'm going to show you the one that I made last night and see what you think. See what you think it needs. So like here's 2 flowers right here. I don't know, just when I had my idea, it went crazy. So I'm going to put you up so I can show you the other one better. So I'm going to upside down you and backwards you again. And here I am. Okay, and now I'm looking dark. So I'm going a sec. I'm doing my light thing again. I don't know if that's too light, but the other one was too dark. All right, so now I need to see your comments again. You can send me that for my birthday. It's my favorite colors. Oh, yes. If you love bling, Julie, you're probably going to love, I'll pick it up when I pick up my paper. That's too funny. So I don't know who else on here. So Julie's on here, Marsha's on here. Oh, Sherry Bree was watching. I don't know if she is still. Mailbox flag. Yes. Yes, I have made this before, Dina, but I also was planning to make it on my live. I made it for my hostesses this month, so you saw it at Regina's. Okay, so first I'm showing you, I gotta get the right angle so it's not too, well, I want you to see the silver, but I don't want you to just only see the silver. Okay, so here's what I just did. But then when I got started, I did it on all the flowers. Definitely a little bit more expensive of a card. I couldn't send many of these, but what do you think? Which way do you like? Do you like it to be on all the flowers, like even the, like it's the ones that are sharing petals? I put it on all those. Or do you like this one where it's just a little more subtle? I mean, I know it's bling, so bling isn't supposed to be subtle, but I'm not sure it's supposed to be this wild. I'm not sure. So if you tell me what you like, which one you prefer, I will make sure that I bling it up if you prefer on that card. Okay, so now that I have you up, I'm going to show you my cute little mailbox again. All the flowers. Of course, Julie, I already said that you liked all the bling. So here's my mailbox. I just love this. Okay, so those were my projects for today. I'm a little over a half hour and I have stuff to get done. Let's see, anything else I have to tell you? I don't think so. Ooh, sorry, I just hit that. I'm so sorry. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna have to check out comments before I finish this card. To decide, see who gets it, to decide whether or not I finish it. Sorry, now I just totally made it go goofy. I hit it with my tablet that I was trying to read. I'm so sorry. I told you I end up being goofy. Okay, so remember, celebration is through the end of this month, but everything is while supplies last. So, hi Marilyn, I'm about to get off, so you're going to have to go back and rewatch. I will show you, though. Did you see? I don't think you saw this. Have fun at your workshop. Thank you. I will. I'm excited. So I'll show you. This is what I made. And this is what I made. So you got to go back and see how I did it. I know. I'm sorry, Marilyn. I tried to warn you. Okay, so I'm done. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me. I love seeing you. I'm laying in a hotel. Oh, I'm sorry you're sick. Oh, that's not good. Get better soon. Huh? Okay. Thanks for watching. I hope I didn't make you laugh. I know when I laugh, I start coughing like crazy when I have bronchitis. Okay. Oh, good. That makes me happy, Julie. All right. Have a good day. Take care. And I will see you next week, 10:30. Bye.